them first.
There you go. Okay. Now, I think you can do that by going over to the white arrow.
We should have started a timer.
No, it has a timer on there.
Oh, nice.
You should, theoretically, be able to click on this picture and drag that corner the way you want it to go. You want me to show you?
Yeah.
I'm still
30.
learning in design work.
Okay.
I know
Done.
Illustrator way
Alright,
better.
let's see what the next one was.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like you can.
Make observations and then start positively and share kind opinions and explanations. So I like her hand, obviously that's pretty cool that the hand goes below the line thing, but it took a lot of effort and that looks good.
I never have used these.
Okay, so
And then I like how
grab it and you drag
how everything's run in the same direction. Like there's kind of like lanes, and I feel like this is like picture lane, like the vocab or like the text lane. It just kind of makes sense and it's got a good flow to it. And I actually really like how it's faded right here. You have like some color faded. The only thing I would think is maybe do that to the top too, because that might bring in like you have like an open space, and if you bring it in, it's more like boom, like this is the picture, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I have 2 minutes of things to say, but you could definitely.
If not, I can show you a different.
And then like these, like you have like this faded, like so your circles, you have like some like faded. It goes from like black to faded, and I like that. I just think that maybe the circles could be smaller.
Smaller?
So I feel like it's pinching her brain. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot going on there.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I jumped the gun on that.
Should I start it?
But the message, I feel like is like
no, drag it from the top.
connect message and audience. I do think it does like draw the eye of like some kind of like aspiring to be somewhat a professional, you know, especially because she has like a clipboard. She looks like she's ready to handle some business, and she definitely looks like intense. Like it's not necessarily like the most fun-loving like picture. So it is like I feel like it is like a serious subject, you know. It's like you gotta kind of take it seriously, and especially because of the message. I just think that it is definitely more serious. I would maybe you could center that text at the bottom. I know that it's like, but like I feel like it's all here. Like you have everything lined up, and this is like oddly to that side. Does that make sense? So like, maybe like center it so it's like, so it's just it's all here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't know if that's what you're going for.
Okay. Do you think that since this is on the left side, I could put this on the right side? To
balance it?
Yeah.
I would just kind of center it, and this is because this stands out because of the white over here.
Yeah.
So it's like you have the same, and then it's like different. And that's what I think is important, is because that's the most important part. When, where, you know, and what you're gonna do to. So I feel like that's what stands out to me more because of your centering here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is kind of breaking the mold, but I mean, I don't know. You maybe just play with it. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, it depends on what you want to do, but I'm just saying, like, if it were me, I'd keep it down the center.
Okay.
Don't want that.
Share review, a checklist to improve the design. I don't think so. Offer alternative. Oh yeah, you offer alternative ideas. What you got?
Oh, well, that was my idea.
And we'll roughly start.
Let me see. So if I make these smaller, should I change these ones out here?
Okay, so these dots,
Okay.
I kind of don't like.
Okay.
I mean, like it looks good. What I think though is that if you spaced them, so you see how they're running through what you have going on?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a finished dot, finished dot, finished dot, and then the signal, then the finished dot? Because this is like an afterthought. It seems like to me. So if you have like dot, 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 and then boom, like thick logo and then dot, 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 it's really going to bring in more pop to that logo instead of having it behind, having the like.
Kind of transparent.
Exactly. Because that's what you want. You wanted them to recognize, like Nike, they don't want you to see what's behind, they want you to see the swoosh.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So, but I like the placement of that, maybe just a little bigger.
Okay.
Just because if they have to sign up or something, that's like where you want them to go. What other, do you have any alternative designs that you'd like to do?
And fill in that space. The only difficulty is that you're have to.
No, I mainly just had
white that out
questions,
with maybe
like
another
about the
line
circles.
or
Right.
a little square.
The circles, I just think that they should be like
Yeah, it's
smaller,
pretty
and I would even
simple
like
and
maybe if you moved them
straightforward.
down. I like how they're
And we can
underlining,
even
but you have like this line created. Maybe like move. I don't know. You could play with moving it down and make it a little smaller.
Yeah.
Um,
Like to line up with conference instead of.
kind of. Well, you'd pull that. I feel like if you had them like over here, you'd pull more attention to this.
Mhm.
Right now, it's just a lot jumbled right there, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying like when I look at something to read, that's why I like double spaced, because like I see it's like it's not like cluttered. It's just very precise, very
Yeah.
concise, and like it's easy to read. You know.
Mhm.
So it makes it easier to read when things are spaced out. I don't know. For
Yeah,
me,
it makes
because that's
sense.
probably just because I'm dumb. So.
No, I get it. Cause like the book said that to make something a focus point, you should put white space around it.
Right.
And there's no white space around her.
Especially because you worked so hard to like get her out of there, and like you did such a
Yeah.
good job at like putting, you know, layers in there where like she's over the line and stuff.
Mhm.
I think that it could be, and then maybe you think about putting that in white in there.
Oh.
So like maybe if you brought the line, it would like make
like
it pop
the line
more.
down and
And you just put
okay.
that in white on there. I don't know how hard that would be.
No,
but
that's a good idea.
I think it maybe would pop out more, and it would bring because that line's kind of random.
Yeah.
Unless because it wasn't in the picture, you put that line there.
Yeah.
So to give it some purpose, maybe put it in there, and it'll actually pop more. But,
Okay. No, that's a good idea.
So-
And then you've got your diagonal.
all right, let's see how many minutes. 7 to 6 to we're at 6:30.
We're done.
That sounds
Okay,
good to
we're
me.
done. All right.